That last syllable sounded like a bear choking on a Tootsie Roll. I checked the corner booth to make sure the giant hadn't heard it. He just muttered in his sleep and turned his head on his corn chip pillow. Sam patted Alex's shoulder. "It's okay." She faced me. "Alex turned into a gorilla in the bathroom. She'll be fine." "She what?" "It happens," Sam said, "with shapeshifters. You get nervous and lose focus." Alex belched. "I'm better. I think I'm back to human now. Wait." She shimmied in her dress like she was trying to dislodge a pebble. "Yeah, all good." I didn't know if she was being serious or not. I wasn't sure I wanted to know. "Alex, if you accidentally change shape while you're out there among the giants..." "I won't," she promised. "Just keep silent," Sam told her. "You're supposed to be the blushing bride. Shy. I'll do the talking. Follow my lead. We'll stall as long as possible. Hopefully give our friends enough time to get into position." "But where's Loki?" I asked. "And my uncle?" Sam got quiet. "Not sure, but we have to keep our eyes peeled. Once we see the
There you are!
Thringa emerged from the hallway.
"We're ready for you now!"
"Of course," Sam said. "We were just, talking about how much I love ham. I hope there's ham at the feast." I winked at her, like smooth. Otis level smooth. Thringa ushered us back to the bar. Judging from the smell, someone had sprayed a copious amount of lemon pledge. Most of the broken glass and food droppings had been swept from the floor. The TV was off, and the giants were standing against the far wall in a line, their hair combed, their ties straightened, and their shirts tucked in. In unison, they chanted, "Good afternoon, Miss Samira." Alex curtsied. The real Samira said, "Good afternoon, class. My lady Samira is too overwhelmed to speak, but she's very happy to be here." Alex brayed like a donkey. The giants glanced uncertainly at Thringa for etiquette tips. King Thrym frowned. He put on his black tux jacket with a pink carnation pinned on the lapel, which made him look slightly more elegantly ugly.
"Why does my bride sound like a donkey?"
"She's crying with joy," Samira said quickly, "because she has finally seen her handsome husband." Thrym ran a finger down his many chins.
"That makes sense. Come, sweet Samira, sit by me and we will begin the feast."
Alex took the chair next to Thrym's throne. Thringa flanked her brother like a bodyguard. So Sam and I stood on each side of Alex and tried to look official. Our job seemed to consist mostly of not eating, swatting aside the occasional mead mug that accidentally flew in Alex's direction, and listening to our stomachs growl. The first course was nachos. What was it with giants and nachos? Thringa kept grinning at me and eyeing the Skofnun's sword, which was still strapped to my back. It was clear that she coveted the blade. I wondered if anyone had told her it couldn't be drawn in the presence of women. I assumed giantesses counted as women? I didn't know what would happen if somebody tried to unsheath Skofnung despite its restrictions, but I doubted it would be good. "Try it," Jack's voice hummed in my mind like he was having a pleasant dream. "Oh man, she's so fine." "Go back to sleep, Jack," I told him. The giants laughed and shoved down nachos, though they kept one eye on Thringa, as if making sure she wasn't going to smash them with a bar stool for bad behavior. Otis and Marvin stood in their harnesses right where we'd left them. Occasionally a stray nacho flew in their direction, and one of the goats would snatch it out of the air. Thrym did his best to chat up Alex. She shied away and said nothing. Just to be polite, she snuck an occasional tortilla chip under her veil.
"She eats so little,"
Thrym worried.
"Is she all right?"
"Oh yes," Sam said. "She's too excited to have much of an appetite, Your Majesty."
Well, at least I know she isn't Thor.